But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. In the second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Looking to throw on second down. Jones, open target here, Darius Slayton. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jones. And this is Shepard on the catch. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Smith to return it. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum. Pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. From the 27, Goff, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On 1st and 10, Goff. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. This complete to Jones. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On first down, Goff. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, he targets more. This one is complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Goff. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion. And now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To the air again. Goff. It's complete. Touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Barkley, a first down and more. And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. There he goes left side. And he's in for the touchdown. And the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Graham Gano on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. So we've reached halftime. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Smith to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Let's go.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed.
He's got it at the 15. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there for Carolina. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Touchdown, Panthers. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and Carolina scores to cap it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Back to throw. Jones. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Goff on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Jones has it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
On first down, it's Goff. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. This is McCaffrey. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Here's Goff. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Julio Jones. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. New York ready to go again offensively. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to this out and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And the Giants send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So possession goes over here on the punt. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the give, this is Hubbard. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Goff. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. There's the Panthers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He sets to fire deep. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And the Giants send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. This is fielded at the 27. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. Getting set to go again on offense, we get a peek at Julio Jones now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 7 yards to pick up there. Second down and 3. Goff now looking to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's taken down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Panthers.
They'll run on first down. It's Hubbard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 78 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodon.
Touchdown! It's caught at the 1. DJ Moore. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jones. That is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Giants on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Over the middle, complete. That's Hubbard. Touchdown, Panthers. Chuba Hubbard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
DJ Moore, the Carolina offense, about to take over once again. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know. We'll
throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's Goff. He'll drop that down to Hubbard. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. Meanwhile, in Foxborough, there in the 4th quarter, Patriots continuing to roll, opening their lead up even further. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Throwing, Jones. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Hassan Reddick make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. It's a room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And they take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel